So we were going somewhere. We were outside. Kind of looked like our neighborhood, but I'm not sure. But it was the same outside city in the same type of weather. And it took place either before Christmas or around Christmas, because the lady, she was a white lady with small eyes, with brown hair. She like her hair was short, but she had it pulled back in a low ponytail, and she had a son that had blonde hair, whose hair was straight down on his face with a bang in front. Looked kind of like the little boy that Adam Sandler had took care of in that movie Big Daddy. And she had on like a sweater, a gray looking sweater, and she was holding his hand, and she looked like she may have had money, but there wasn't any guarantee or nothing like that she had money. But she said, "Excuse me," as she was walking up, and she had the little boy in her right hand, and you could see her gray sweater with her white shirt, looked like a graphic tee. And she was like, "Excuse me," and I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And she was like, "Are you Milan?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "Well, and I think it was Amy. I think her name was Amy, but she was like, "I'm so and so," and she was like, "And my husband, he's this, this, and this, and he was a famous race car driver, right? He's a famous race car driver, and he told me to bless you, and he told me to give you whatever you ask for, whatever amount you ask for." And she was like, and it'll be our Christmas present to you. I don't know if it was early or on the day of or after, but she was like, he told me to give you a Christmas present, and told me to give you whatever you asked for. And I told her and as she was talking, I started to cry, and I told her that it was $2 million. And as I told her that, she was like, "Okay, consider it done. Well, we're gonna bless you with $2 million." And she wrote out a check, and we went to church the following Sunday, or that Sunday. And when we went to church, I stood up with a letter from her and her husband, and the check for $2 million. I don't know if we had already cashed it in or voided it or whatever the case may be, but we had the money. And she was like, and she stood, and I stood up, and I gave a testimony, and I was like, they gave us $2 million, and the Lord told us to just be obedient and wait. And I talked about all of our hardships and everything we went through, and she was just being obedient by giving it to us.